I think I just won my time.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pirates taking on the Rays. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Michael Lorenzen.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Line drive, jumps, but it's off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Jacob Wilson digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. 1-2. Bazana on at first. Nobody out. And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-2. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Edman hauls it in, and there's one away. Take a look at the lineup. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Checks over to first, back safely. Ohtani mashed a couple of homers in his last game. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and great jump.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
One out and a runner at second. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Stanton now. Off the plate inside, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next one misses. Full count, 3-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him! And now 2 gone.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. Ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score after a half inning. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Elizabeth Gillis. Chris, what should we be keeping an eye on here with her?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with her on the mound. There's times she's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive she's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if she's pitching with confidence. If she is, she should be just fine.
Now a chance for Ellie De La Cruz. Here's a 1-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Santana settles underneath it. Makes the grab, 1 away. And let's take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And that's a fair ball.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Man at first, and the batter now, Jock Peterson.
Ball. 3-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
She's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Here comes Manny Machado.
Ball 3.
Arise at second. Peterson at first. One gone. And that one popped in the air left field. Konai pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Now batting Max Kepler.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
And that's way high. It's 2-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. She's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
In the air, out towards left center, brings it in, and that will end the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1 and 2.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Griffin Konai. 1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. No swing. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the rookie third baseman, Braden Taylor. Runner at second, nobody out. Lifted in the air, out to left. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Travis Bazzana.
Oh. 2-1.
Next offering upstairs. Conine at second with 2 down. Swings through that one.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. High fly ball lifted into near right field. Taylor makes the play, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Jose Altuve up to hit here. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of her major league career.
Yeah, and it could be the first of many if she meets the goals she set for herself and the expectation others have for her. She doesn't want to just win games. She wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a pitcher, even if she doesn't have power stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes her stand up a little bit taller.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. And that's down and away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the power speed combo. Shohei Ohtani. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Chases that one out of the zone. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Way high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And it remains 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, bases empty. Here's McCutchen. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 2. And there's a ball. And that one fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
So the lineup flips over. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a pop-up. Wilson. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Luis Ariz stands in. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That's a hit, and that extends the inning.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. That misses, and it's a full count.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help her out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's Machado. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. That one is absolutely belted. And forget it. So he goes yard to left. And now they're out front. It's 3-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Max Kepler at the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Carlos Santana. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kevin Ginkel getting loose out there. Coulombe, a left-hander, also throwing. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conine. And that's way high, and it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kepler hauls it in for the out.
The bat, the third baseman, Braden Taylor.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Braden Taylor. Check swing. He held up. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Careful.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. pitching change here. Ryan Barucki.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Sets him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Now batting,
Tommy Edman at the plate. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Swings here and blasts one left field, and that ball is gone. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Victor Caratini. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. Here goes the runner. On the ground to the left. And that chance handled. Throws across the diamond. Awesome play there.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Danny Coulombe.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's down and in. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two now. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Just off the outside edge. Just missed.
3-1.
The pitch. And that is cut on and missed. 3-2 now.
Strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
3-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Left field. Kepler pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jacob.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Runner at first with 2 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one in the air, center field. Edman in position. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Gabe Spire.
Gabe Spire.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
This one popped up. Santana. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
The designated hitter, number 4, Josh.
Here's Jack Peterson. One out, base is empty. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
So a man at first. Here's Manny Machado now. Next offering is fouled back. Peterson stands at first with 1 out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Upstairs. 2-2 on the way. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Bazzana makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Now batting the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Next to hit, Max Kepler. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. The Rays on top here, 4-1. We're back, and they managed to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Kevin Ginkel. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Strom, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Smith getting loose as well. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's a 1-1. And foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Touch goes down via the K.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rays lead it 4-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Manuel Rodriguez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up left side. Taylor under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now batting, catcher, Victor.
Now it's going to be Victor Caratini. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strom. Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So up next, Braden Taylor. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. Now 1 missed. Two down, nobody on. And that's downstairs and outside. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. On the mound now, Cade Smith.
Rebels where it's at, we gotta hit it up. Everybody favors, we could divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up.
Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana.
We ain't even planning, but we matching though. Everybody looking when we passing though.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-1.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Stepping in, Jacob Wilson. That clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Bailey on second. Bazzana on at first with 2 down. Got him swinging. That's out number 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Scott Alexander. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The right fielder, fly ball.
Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike. In the air out to center. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ellie.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run homer, his 2nd of the year. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient and paid off.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The designated hitter, number 4, Josh.
And now Jack Peterson.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Outside, 2-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. On the outside corner, got him looking. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ron Marinaccio.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Missed with a changeup. 2-2. Activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga, the American League saves leader, looks to be warming up. Poche warming up as well. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
1 down, base is empty. Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
The center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Slides, but he can't come up with it.
The batter, the first baseman, Carlos.
So man aboard, and now it's going to be Carlos Santana. McCutchen leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch misses. Now 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ron Marinaccio done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Colin Poche gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
First and second, 2 outs. Conine will hit next. Swung on, popped up left side. He makes the grab, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Aroldis Chapman.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So digging in, Max Kepler. One now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Now got second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And now here is Jose Altuve. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Tommy Edman. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. That one to first. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Braden Taylor. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Patrick Bailey getting ready to hit. Left field, way back there. And gone! He circles the bases, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. when you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now at the plate, Travis Bazzana. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And Poche ready to work. And down on strikes. And there's two down.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses. Ball three. Shohei Ohtani waits on deck. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the three-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Dodger Stadium. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab, Clay Holmes.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And here comes Alec Boehm. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And now it's even up. And foul ball. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. Wood gets his lead at first with nobody out. Into center, and it falls. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one hit to right. Acuna squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Let's take a look at our lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
In the dirt. The tag, and got him at second.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
And that's a strike. Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Our starter in this one, Jonathan Daniel. What do you have on him?
He's able to throw the 4-seam fastball and an effective 2-seam fastball. Many times when guys go to the 2-seamer, their 4-seamer isn't as effective as it used to be, but he's able to manage both pitches, and they are very good pitches.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out of the left center field. So a man on base to start the inning. And next for L.A., Cole Young. And that's way high. And the count's full. Runner at first with no outs here. He goes down looking. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Royce Lewis. Abrams, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch misses way outside. Foul ball there. Runner takes off. Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first. Third out. An inning in the books tonight. And we're scoreless here on the show. Second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. A monster shot to right. And the Braves had the lead now. It's 1-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. On the ground to third. Whips it across. And Castellanos is out.
Batting 7th, second baseman Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. That one lifted to left. Steer. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Juan Yepes.
And now it's Juan Yepes. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one's in there. It's 2-2. This to third. Toss to Naylor.
He's out.
And that is the inning. Atlanta draws first blood with a solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's Josh Naylor. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. That misses the zone. 2-1. One out, bases empty. That one outside. And the count is 3-1. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially.
Well struck left field. That one opts against the fence. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
One out, runner at second. Digging in, Spencer Steer. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man at second.
Ball 3.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 1 out. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Two on, 1 out. Inside, just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Pitch misses, and the count is filled up.
Way to lay out that pitch down.
On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hit in the air out to center field. Merrill puts it away for the out. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Rodolfo Castro. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Braves 1 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Willie Castro. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, James Wood.
So the batting order turns over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, James Wood. One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. That one ripped. And that is a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And delivers outside. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Outside with a breaking ball. Freddie Freeman next to bat for the Braves. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's inside, and a good at bat, ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's in there.
All over that one right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
That's in there. Gonna count 1 and 2. Two on, 2 outs. Outside. And he He swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And that one is out of here. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jackson Merrill next up for the Braves. In the air, right field. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
Man at first, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
2.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Sean Jelly, the young right-hander, up and throwing.
Full count.
Merrill off of first with 2 away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez snags it, and that is that. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's C.J. Abrams now. Fouls one off. 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Cole Young steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2-2.
And that's outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Ripped to third and caught.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. 2 outs. Fastball for a strike.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 left for LA. They're down 4-0.
Make a move, make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, eating food. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move.
Start of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. That's way outside. And the count 2-1.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built.
3-1.
When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now batting.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Clay Holmes won't go any further tonight. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. A new arm into the game, the righty, Sean Shelley.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So a man at first. Here's Juan Yepes. Cronenworth gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Well done behind the dish.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Outside, and it's 2-1. And downstairs.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
James Wood next up for the Braves.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
On the ground to third, and that one finds its way through. Here comes Cronenworth around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting number 5.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Naylor. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. The Braves leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Not even close there. All 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That just misses. 3-1 now.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Nabs it. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on.
Ha! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Boom, puts it away, and that's the inning. Dodgers down in order. It's 5-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. On the inside corner for called strike 3. And next for Atlanta, Jackson Merrill. One down, base is empty. A little bit low. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Stays alive. That's towards center. Crow Armstrong should have it. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one fouled off. 2-2. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first, and Castellanos is out. And that is the inning. And the Braves go down quietly as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. New pitcher for the Braves, Obi Milner.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Pete Crow Armstrong.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
The 2-1. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
In the air, right side. Castellanos gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And now, Rodolfo Castro. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And the batter will be the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. 2 outs. And it is 2-1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Hunter Stratton getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Merriweather also getting ready. Lifted in the air, right center field. Castellanos moves on it. Makes the catch. That is the inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. It's the Braves 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swinging a ground ball. Sends it across the first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Juan Yepez next up for the Braves. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Taylor Scott up and throwing. Hernandez getting cranked up as well. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
This is Willie Castro. Ground ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. On the ground, right side. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Left fielder, James Wood.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 5 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Cole Young. On the ground to first, Freeman. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a quick out, number 1.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Stratton getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Up the middle. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on, and they'll do it again. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Josh Naylor. Lewis off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Safe. It's 5-1.
Everything came together for him. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Bobby Milner is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Hunter Stratton will take over here. So runner at second, 2 down. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Francisco Alvarez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Naylor around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 5-2. So man aboard, Spencer Steer now at the plate. Got him looking. That's the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Scott.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Swing and a broken bat flare. Handles, throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, number 5.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Next offering is outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the 2nd out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Two outs. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Jackson Merrill would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Langoliers stands at second with 2 gone. Way upstairs, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Full count.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Nick Castellanos on deck for Atlanta. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So a two-out double, but they don't score. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Braves 5 and the Dodgers 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Drew Pomeranz.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1-2.
In the air to left down the line. And that drops foul. And now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Towards first. Freeman takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
C.J. Abrams digs in now. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Derek Law. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Next offering misses down and away.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the team.
And that's a fair ball down the right field line. And that's going to roll a while. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here is Jake Cronenworth. And a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Juan Yepez. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And misses inside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jake Cousins, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hernandez also throwing. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Willie Castro.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate.
Ball 2.
Could use a ground ball here.
1 strike.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Castellanos, the lead runner, out at second. Yepes over at first with 1 away. High fly ball, right field. Acuna after it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Left fielder James Wood.
And now James Wood. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground. And it goes just foul. And a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And we're in the top of the 8th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That missed by a lot. 2-2. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a base hit, run scores.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
First and second, 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 7-2.
Back-to-back singles. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Derek Law gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New arm out of the bullpen, Jose Hernandez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
2-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Freeman hits it in the air. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And that'll do it. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Dodgers 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Brazier.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And here is Cole Young. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Joe Kelly getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Wood hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Braves leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a weak ground ball to the left side. On the run, throw to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
One gone, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. And that one is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Dodgers 2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Cousins. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, My red tie with your red.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Shea Langoliers.
Everybody looking when we passing low. We just turn the strip into a fashion show.
That's down and in. That's to third. Lewis throws to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the 9th. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tyson Miller up and loosening in the pen. And the right-hander's 3-1. Foul ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Next offering is in the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 7 and the Dodgers 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Joe Kelly
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
At the plate, Francisco Alvarez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. 1 away. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. One down, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Wood. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, center fielder.
So they're down to their final out. Pete Crow Armstrong steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Kelly, the slender right-hander. Tap foul at the plate. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Everybody gotta play a part in, and if you ain't eating, then you starve.